By the way, why am I still wearing those horrible rings? This is probably the ring of hunger. What?
ゆっくりしていってね。
What is up YouTube? How's it crawling? I'm YukkuriChei and welcome to my first ever Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup Let's Play. And I'm saying the first ever because I'm planning to do at least several of these, and there's probably gonna be a huge playlist of me playing Crawl on YouTube. And this video is gonna be the first one when I started to talk. And yeah, speaking of talking, it's kinda difficult for me to talk. My voice is gonna be kinda nasal, and English is not my first language. I've never been to an English-speaking country, and right now I'm learning the language basically by watching YouTube. And now I'm gonna practice it by making YouTube videos. I know that's not a proper way to do it, but hopefully it's gonna be okay, and I will at least be capable of explaining what's going on the screen. And if you don't know what Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup is, well, you'd better off typing something like Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup tutorial on the YouTube search, because I know there are a lot of good YouTubers who already made that sort of stuff, and they speak English a lot better than me, and they have a higher level of production. But I'm aiming to do LPs for players who at least know the very basics of the game and who at least reached the lair once. Yeah, lair is one of the dungeon branches in this game. If you don't know why this version has a number of 0.14, well, this is the latest trunk build. This is the development build, and it constantly changes, which means it can have bugs, it can have some not fully implemented monsters, for example, which will have a question mark instead of tiles, but that's okay, and most likely it will not crash my game. And it's almost guaranteed that it will not ruin my game completely, because usually when a bug happens, the game just crashes, and I am able to continue from the last staircase I went to, something like that. So yeah, I should stop rambling, start playing. I'm gonna play as the Kobold Abyssal Knight, starting with a short sword because that's the best weapon aptitude for a kobold, and because I wanna stab things eventually. And I'm gonna name it as Koakuma because, well, the abbreviation for this combo is KoAK, and I don't even know other words in English that start with these letters. Yeah, I know that Koakuma is not an English word, and it's a Japanese for little devil, and it's not quite an appropriate name, but at least it's a nice pun. Well, not really. I just like horrible puns. Whatever, let's just start. Koakuma enters the dungeon. Okay, so yes, we didn't enter the dungeon yet because I'm an Abyssal Knight, and Abyssal Knights start in the Abyss. Lugonu is the god of Abyss, we worship it. We worship her because Lugonu is believed to be female because she had the name Lucy in the previous versions of the game. So Lugonu says, "Take this gate or call upon me to unleash you onto the world, my servant." And what this means is that we are in the Abyss, and monsters in this place are we are no match for the monsters inhabiting this place, so we should escape as soon as possible, but we can do it in two ways. The first one is the ability to depart the Abyss. It costs us 1 MP, food and piety. And while 1 MP and food is quite an okay cost, I don't want to lose piety. So I'd better off just walking around and searching for a portal. It's usually somewhere around. There is also some loot. Oh, by the way, speaking of loot, I should make my settings for the pickup, and I'm gonna pick up almost everything. Not gonna pick up fruit because kobolds cannot eat them, but I'm gonna turn on almost everything because the early game is the most difficult part of the game, and you should just use everything at your disposal. at this moment. And skill-wise, I'm gonna just level up, you know, train short blades because it's my best aptitude, well, except stealth. But stealth is not that effective in the early game. It is probability based, basically. And I don't want to take chances, I just want to kill dudes. At least at the first dungeon floors. And whoops, got screwed. Okay, using the ability, because these monsters, they can basically scream and deal damage to you. I don't want this to happen. So, okay, we've lost some piety, but we entered the first dungeon floor. We gained some mana, and let's just explore, shall we? So, our first enemy is a hobgoblin, and yeah, we can easily melee him. We started with a +2 short sword, which is the best short blade I could have started with, basically. Oh, also, I can sacrifice corpses to Lugonu. And hey, it's a glowing elven short sword. This is probably amazing, but I'm not gonna wield it right now. Oh shoot, it's a dart of flame. Get out of LOS because I don't want him throwing stuff at me. That was very bad. Well, let's just approach him. Don't hit me. Nice. You can now depart the abyss, so Lugonu gives us piety for kills. And we gained the first star again, and the first ability is here with us, but I'm not gonna need it. Also, let's try to stab this cockroach. Yay! A successful stab, even though our stealth is like 0. Also, I have darts of flame, and to be honest, I wanna use them on this goblin because it has a glowing dagger, and only Zin knows what is this glowing dagger gonna be, and unfortunately I missed everything. Please don't be electrocution. Thank you. Well, I think he just missed me 2 times or something like that. By the way, yes, I've said I should use everything, and that implies I should use throwable items as well. And clubs used to be throwable items. Just it is throwable in the last stable version in 0.12, and in 0.13 it is still a throwable item. But right here there is no throwable flag, so I cannot throw it, and it's kinda useless for me, unfortunately. I kinda miss throwing clubs and also spears, as you can see, looking at its info. No, it is not a throwable weapon. I wanna pick it up still because who knows what it is, and I don't want anyone to use it. Found the dagger, pick up this. It's not like I really want an unbranded dagger, I'm just being a pack rat, basically. And I can afford this because I have lots and lots of empty slots in my inventory. Throw everything at him and kill him. Yeah, going pretty well. At our first dungeon floor, found some ring. Yes, I'm gonna identify all this stuff later on, but right now there is still a possibility that, for example, that elven short sword. Whoa, this is a bad encounter. Adders on dungeon floor 2 are pretty dangerous. I wanna exclude this adder as a travel exclusion. Yes, I'm kind of telling the same thing twice, whatever. Oh, 4 needles of paralysis. Well, not like I'm gonna need them after the first dungeon floors, but still picking them up. Needles of paralysis, they work if you have a good throwing skill and using a highly enchanted blowgun. And well, I'm not gonna use... I am gonna use a blowgun, but not gonna train throwing really well. No, let's just delay our first adder fight, because only Zin knows how it's gonna turn out. I'm just not gonna risk it. I want my, my first LP to be successful. Wow. Well, with 0 throwing skill, my darts are not really accurate. And I'm not gonna train throwing... Oh dear. No, with the spear is pretty damn dangerous. Oh well. Okay, he doesn't have any nets, and he will not make a detour for this net because he's trying to move straight to me, and that means the throwing net is not on his path. And if you don't know, monsters only pick up items that they just stepped on, and they don't make detours for any items. Oh, wait a second. So I'm leveling intelligence because I'm gonna cast spells at some point. And what does this mean? So this down staircase leads us to a nether and a goblin, or is it a hobgoblin? I can never distinguish one of them from another. And this staircase just leads to the same area we escaped. Whatever, let's just try it, and also let's eat something. I was sacrificing corpses every time I saw a corpse. I was sacrificing it because this gives me piety. But right now I've eaten my last ration and I will be eating corpses. Because I don't want to starve, obviously. Oh well. Huh. This is called stair dancing, by the way. Dividing the crowd by going up and down on the stairs, and we just barely bat him. I mean, yeah, bat him. This is the correct form. But now every enemy will be attracted to this staircase, so I'm gonna take another one. Well, not really. Let me just identify my scrolls and stuff. I usually do this when I enter the third dungeon floor, but right now the situation got dangerous so early. I hadn't expected that. Identify this. Let's actually identify my weapon, my glowing elven short sword. Maybe it's an awesome one. No, it's a terrible weapon. Okay. Another orange potion. Oh, invisibility. That's gonna be nice. Curse weapon. A random uselessness. Useless as always. Teleport. I don't care. I'm on an explored floor. And this is either enchant armor or, you know, how's it called? Recharge wand scroll. And I don't have any wands, so I'd better off just using it on my armor. And of course nothing happened, which means it was a recharge scroll. Scroll of recharging. I'm kinda tempted to use... Well, I don't have to use my potion of invisibility because I have a potion of heal wounds. And actually everyone just ran from the staircase. Okay, use my wands, I mean my darts. Throw. Wow, and I just one-shot it. And that's an early sling. It's invaluable, I tell you. Later on I will acquire the second Lugonu's power, which is called... how's it called? Band Space, I think. This sling, I don't know if it's cursed or not. Oh, this one is uncursed. So let me just map it to my second weapon slot or something. And now I have a decent ranged option. Oh. But I cannot use it because my weapon is cursed. My main weapon, a short sword. Whatever, not gonna pick up this ring mail because it will hinder my stealth later on, when stealth will actually matter. By the way, oh, you are a bag of experience. You are not. Well, let's just try to kite it, because, well, worms are slower than you, usually. I am human speed, and worms are slow, very slow. So you can basically strike them with your weapon and then back off, so that they wouldn't get too many chances to attack. You have reached level 4, sacrifice the corpse. You, good sir, I don't want to fight you. Still don't want to. Where can I go? Here. Yeah, with easier combos you the start of your adventure is a lot more straightforward. You can just O and tap everything with something like Minotaur Berserker. But this is not a super easy combo, this is probably a combo of a normal difficulty. Oh, by the way, somehow I already got my second ability, Bend Space, and this is basically Blink, but it costs me some HP. As you can see, there's pain in its cost. So it's not as good as Blink, but it works in the Abyss, and it is a lot better than nothing. And if you can Blink and have a ranged attack, then you can kite everything. Well, not everything, but the early melee threats. I will show it later. By the way, I do have sling bullets. Let's just fire at it, and it's kind of very effective on those adders. Oh. Yes, shoot. I got pretty lucky with this early sling, actually. Hey, don't poison me. Okay, retreat to the staircase. And proceed. Whoa, this is a crazy youth. This is a unique enemy who can basically kill me with a weapon of chaos. At the same time, I can use my... Well, let's try using my, my cool sling. See what happens. Wow, it's very effective. So, it's time to illustrate how you can kite enemies with Blink and a ranged attack. Use my ability, space band surrounds you, and I blinked, you didn't, and I can shoot at him. Yes, you kill Crazy Youth, your short blade skill increases to level 6, you have reached level 5, you feel agile. Awesome. Now it's time to turn off short blades. Yes, I have already played this combo several times, and I know what I'm doing. Right now I'm gonna train invocations. Oh, a rune cloak. I wonder what... Well, okay. It's actually time to put on all the stuff I can, and terrible stuff all across the board. I cannot even believe this, but at least I can remove the curse. Drop his cloak. Oh, I haven't tested out these weapons, but okay. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, why am I training invocations? And I'm training them because later on I will acquire cooler god powers, mainly banishment and also corruption and enter the abyss, and I want to use them reliably. And look at how this sling rapes the null. This is just amazing. Oh, caps lock is on. Don't want to sacrifice you, wanna eat you. By the way, kobolds have the innate mutation called... Yeah, you're carnivores. It's called carnivore, I believe. And you can eat meat at any time. Which means I can eat up to engorged. That's really convenient. Oh, by the way, another cool use of this blinking ability. I can just blink. Oh, I cannot. My fail rate is 9%. Yes, it can fail. Don't want to be in your melee range, but whatever. Let's... Oh, I killed him. Okay. Yes, it might seem that I'm just being, too overcautious, and that they cannot kill you. They couldn't kill me, but actually all it takes to be dead is just several bad rolls. And I don't want to risk this stuff. Because right now I'm playing like as if I were playing online on a tournament. I really want to succeed. I really want to win. I want to show you a good gameplay. Because, well, I know my narration is kinda bad, and if I will also, play terribly, there will be no point in watching this. Oh, that's our first orc. Oh, well, whatever. Why should I shoot at him? He's pretty weak. And he has no friends. This is kind of weird for orcs. They usually have friends who hang out with them. they tend to shout and attract all their friends because they like to, have parties with their friends. They like smiting you, then they like casting stuff at you. And it's fun for them, not for me. An unknown scroll. By the way, it's not teleport, so I'm safe just reading it. Yeah, it's a blinking scroll. That will be nice to know. Blinking is basically the best emergency scroll. And by the way, why am I still wearing those horrible rings? This is probably the ring of hunger. What? So that was a cursed ring, and it was pretty good. Yeah, cursed jewelry is not necessarily bad, but all bad jewelry is most likely cursed. So basically, when you see a cursed, jewelry item, you assume it's bad. But this ring is just pretty amazing, and well, there's no, no surprise in why have I just been able to kill my enemies in melee so easily. A +5/+5 ring of slaying is a very lucky find. By the way, usually if you find something like this on one of the first dungeon floors, you are kinda bound to lose. This is like the tradition for crawl players. Because there's such thing named hubris. This is like one of the most common killer of players. And when you find something awesome, you assume you are so cool, you can do everything, you are a lot stronger than any of your enemies, and suddenly the game shows you who is hardcore, who is a roguelike game. For example, this orc with a war axe. He might hit me for 10 damage. Well, thankfully he didn't. I will try out this leather armor later. And well, if you overestimate your ability to kill stuff, that's gonna get you killed. And let's identify this glowing dagger actually. A dagger of protection. Hey, I can afford myself wearing it. Yeah, I know that's not a better weapon, but since I have slaying, my damage output is good and my defenses are kinda meh. And the protection dagger adds +5 AC, which is not too shabby for this point of the game. Oh, that's Spike'll. Don't want to fight him, but I do want to fight this, how's it called, worker ant. I think, yeah, I can just melee him. He didn't even hit me. Leveling intelligence as always. Also, I want to cover this staircase as an exclusion, because I don't want to descend into Michael and all his slaves. This is gonna be the most horrible thing ever, and if I hadn't marked this staircase as an exclusion, I would have forgotten about all the slaves there, and definitely screwed myself over. And this guy has a blowgun. I'd better off pick it up, because early blowgun is even better than an early sling. This will be my secondary weapon, and the sling is gonna be my, how's it called, tertiary weapon? The third weapon slot. And what have I missed? Oh, I also gained a Lugonu's ability. I haven't missed that, I just was busy talking about other stuff. This is the Banish ability, if you haven't played Lugonu ever, but you had bad experience with something like Rolka or Sonja or Louis, and you know what banishment is. It sends you to the abyss, and usually you're on the receiving end on this ability, but banishing monsters to the abyss by yourself, that's pretty fun. That's basically, takes the monster out of the picture. Oh, I want to shoot this guy with a blowgun. He is vulnerable to poison, susceptible to poison, and yeah, I can just kite him for a little while. Just for one turn. Hey, just die. Why are you dodging everything? By the way, you want your... well, I want my invocation skill just at 6 for my banishment ability to be reliable. Because this will get my fail chance at appropriate levels, something like 5%, and also it will increase my banishment's power, and it will make more. Oh shoot, that's a good time to demonstrate everything. Hey, come here. Yes, you. I hate you so much. Oh, well, no. I don't want to banish him, actually, because this will... Oh, shoot. Retreat, retreat, retreat. Let's try fighting him right now. Can you die? Yes. And this slave got attracted. I don't want to fight him because he doesn't give me any experience. So I want just to blink somewhere, gain some distance, and not even bother with him, really. He isn't worth my attention. So this staircase is safe, yeah, it's safe. So I was... Well, now when I have distance, I actually can deal with him, I think. That's a jackal skeleton, I can kill him with my sling easily. Oh, what have I done? Well, I'm kind of contradicting myself. Okay then, never mind. Still don't want to fight you. This might seem boring, but at least I'm playing kinda safe. Now, let's just shoot poison, stack poison on him, retreat, stack more poison, retreat, because, well, Pykel slaves are almost as durable as the Pykel himself, if it doesn't have the electrocution whip. And the electrocution whip is just deadly. That's why I'm probably gonna banish that unique. Kite you? Yes. So, I was talking about banishment's power. Yes. So, banishment can be... Really? No. I don't want to have this experience. Let me just banish you. Yes. Lugonu claims a new guest. You have reached level 7 and almost reached level 6 of invocations. So, banishment can be resisted by magic resistance. But the monsters, the enemies of the lower dungeon, have low magic resistance, usually. So, even at invocation 6, your banishment is pretty reliable, and I saved myself from being raped by the centaur. That's pretty awesome. What am I gonna train now? I think more short blades? Yeah, I want to train my short blades to 14, I think. That's a point of min delay with sabers. And train dodging for a little while. Damn. This is terrible. I mean, I cannot just fight this stupid guy head on, or can I? Yeah, you felt strangely unrewarding, which means, well, I haven't gotten any experience from this. And, well, I still don't want to fight Pykel, because his whip of electrocution might just kill me in 2 hits, easily. So, I think I will either gain... Well, no, let's just banish him, why not? Yeah, Lugonu claims a new guest. Your short blade skill increases to level 7, dodging to level 3. Blah blah blah, stuff and stuff. And now I'm free from running away. Because, well, I hate running away, and even though you have seen me running away for no reason for several times, I still hate doing that, and I would like to avoid that. So, let me drink my tea. I wonder how long am I recording for? Dang it, 30 minutes? Really, 30 minutes? Well, this is a very long video, I'm playing too slowly, I should just well, I should hurry up, but not be playing that fast, because an orc priest is still a dangerous enemy, and somehow he healed the ordinary orc, and this is just terrible stuff. Let me, well, should I? Yeah, let me banish him. Struggles to resist, but enters my melee range. Whoops, no. Got hit with smite, heal wounds, back up to full, and tab everything. By the way, I'm not using tab. When I'm saying tab, I'm actually using my arrow keys, because, well, I hate the tab key, and I know that tab is like one of the killers of players, because you can easily tab yourself to death, even with that, you know, that not benchmark, that threshold you can set up in your settings of, like, it's 30% by default, and that's where your, how's it called? Yeah, that's where your auto fight stops. But even then, it's so easy to tab yourself to death. Then I'm not just using this, I'm playing carefully, and I don't want to lose control over my character, no matter what. So you will see me, like, beating plants manually. Yes, that's how am I concerned about this stuff. Oh, just die. Yeah, level 8, doing well. I should have fired at him with my sling or something, because he refuses to die. And my sling does pretty good damage with my +5/+5 ring of slaying. Damn it, I should be doing a lot better with this ring, because it's just godlike, really. Can I do zombie? Oh, no, wrong weapon. Die. I said die, die, die. What am I gonna train dodging to? I think like 8 levels or something. Yeah, I've played a lot of this combo just to test everything out, but it was a long time since I did that, so I kind of forgot the exact, you know, skill values I'm planning to achieve. And this is the temple. This is the place where... Wait, really? The temple is the place when you usually choose your first god, and this is a corrupted version of the temple, and there are Lugonus altars everywhere. I don't know, let's pray at it, just for the roleplay's sake. Lugonu is most pleased with you. Yeah, I've been recording for a long time, and I was trying to say that I'm gonna need Lugonu for the corruption, to, you know, to corrupt the altars into the Lugonus altars, but there are Lugonus altars here already, so I'm not even gonna corrupt the temple, I guess. And this is, by the way, a good stopping point. I've been recording for a long time, and I cannot speak already. I should stop. So please comment on this video and you know, express your opinions in the comment section below, or in the thread on the Terran I will link below, because that's really important for me. I've only started doing this thing, and I wanna know your opinions. And I hope you enjoyed the start of this LP. I will surely proceed, and until next time, take it easy.